Hello y'all, this is Old World Blues, a mod for Hearts of Iron 4 that transforms the world into Fallout. We are back again to play as New Vegas. New Vegas is located between the New California Republic and Kaiser's Legion. They are led by Mr.House, aka Robert House. We begin with the National Spirits, Jewel of the Mojave, and Robotics Genius. We have 3 divisions known as Strip Security, consisting of Securitrons and Mr. Gutsy's with support equipment. We have 4 important focuses at the start of our tree: Judgment Day, Incomplete OS, 3 families, and New Vegas. There is only one commander for New Vegas at the very start, and that is the Securitron AI, where we can get more later on using political power. In the research department, New Vegas is very advanced, but where it shines the most is the robotics. We have access to tons of robots at start, including Protectrons and the unique Securitrons. Protectrons, Mr. Gutsy's / Mr. Handy's, and Securitrons each have their own models within the game, which is very impressive, I gotta say. Our first event, the Great War, coming from the Focus Judgment Day. We gotta pick either to get civilian workshops or arms workshops. Let's pick the civilian workshops because I think that will help us in the long run. Our next event from a Focus, Unstable System. We gotta pick an older OS or an unstable one. Let's go with the older one because it has no debuffs. 3 families will be picked out to run the casinos of old Las Vegas. Reopening Gomorrah, we pick either the Great Khans or the Slitterkin. Let's go with the Slitterkin, who will become the Almurdas. Now, for the Ultralux, the Fiends or the Unnamed Cannibals. We go with the Unnamed Cannibals, who will become the White Glove Society. Inner Vegas is the priority, and now to decide who will run the middle-class oriented tops, the Boot Riders or the Kings. Let's go with the Boot Riders, led by Benny. They will become the chairman. Instead of trying to replace Mr. House with some new faces, let's stay with the old authority. Welcoming the followers of the apocalypse into New Vegas will be a great boon for us. Mr. House will be creating a new world order, and after that, we will turn to the right of our focus tree to select prominent members of the 3 families as advisors. The military staff is ready. We have Offensive Protocols as Chief of Army, Subroutine Alpha acting as Military High Command. Another High Command is Militia Leader Mick. And finally, the military theorist is PDQ 88B Shaft. The suburbs will be cleaned and we shall get rid of the Fiends. PDQ-88B Striker will be set up in Legion territory to act as an intelligence operative in case they try to attack Hoover Dam. The Great Khans, another rejected 3 family candidate, will be absorbed into New Vegas. The Mojave Raiders are another one of the raider groups we shall get rid of. Our next moves will be to attack the Dam Busters who control Hoover Dam, then make puppets out of the Sky Reavers who hold Area 51. We're doing focuses for the 3 family advisors, but sadly we'll have to say goodbye to our old cultural advisors, Michelangelo and Mr. New Vegas. Mr. House will be getting his lost platinum chip very, very soon. The courier was stopped on their way out of San Francisco by the Brotherhood of Steel. We'll have to make a deal with them in order to get it quicker. The Sky Reavers have become a periphery of New Vegas, aka a puppet, and the country is under new management known as House Rules, so they will act as reinforcements for the fights to come. The Platinum chip arrives after some delay. The stable OS will be upgraded to the Platinum OS. White Gloves can choose to either have a human banquet or abandon cannibalism. Let's go with abandon cannibalism. We are preparing to assault the Mojave chapter, but before that, let's take out Hopeville. Securitrons clash with Power Armor. We have taken Hidden Valley, and soon Helios 1 will fall. With our region practically consolidated, our next target is the White Legs to make them into a puppet before they get too powerful for us to fight. The White Legs lose and their territory is fractured. Needless to say, they are under new management. The vision of Mr. House, the Lucky 38, opens in New Vegas. School, all the different nations have their own unique names for basic infantry units. Ashton will be absorbed into New Vegas proper, and the neighboring Grand Tribes shall become a periphery / puppet of the country. A robotic commander gets a virus. The problems intensify after a technician named Todd completes repairs, stating it should just work. Strip Security spawns from a focus. They just have combat robots and support robots, but no support equipment like the original template. Kaiser's Legion is justifying war goals on New Vegas. I presume it's because of Hoover Dam. The war goals for the Legion are ready, but they have not attacked yet. They want Hoover Dam and Boulder City. They will not take it without a fight. Making matters worse, we now have to deal with the new California Republic demanding territory that we control. With that makes two major powers right next to us that want a piece of New Vegas. I'm sure that's going to end well. Neither of them have declared war yet. I think it's because we have 100 divisions, mostly consisting of divisions from the puppet nations and elite Securitron forces. To get access to the Securitron involved, we can have a henchman infiltrate it or have a firefight on Fortification Hill. Let's go loud and go with the firefight. Full out assault. Let's see how well Legionnaires deal with the Securitron army. The work is done. 10 Securitron Mark II divisions spawn, and we can now build Securitron Mark IIs. There are the 10 units of the Mark II Securitrons. They will come in handy for any wars that we may have with both our neighbors or with any of the major powers. That's promising. One of our peripheries, the Timekeepers, made their own Securitron division. That looks quite good, except for the fact they don't have any Securitrons yet. Our next invasion will be launched from the periphery/puppet grabber territory, and that will be to take the right-brought territory and make them into puppet. Once we have begun our war, the 80s begin their own attacking grabber territory, and because they are our puppet, they drag us into it to deal with them. Right-brought territory capitulates quickly, and because of that, we are surging into the unguarded border they had with the 80s. The 80s lose, and like the white legs before them, new nations are carved up from their lands. So very many puppet divisions to make and choose from. New Vegas will face the largest obstacle we've had thus far, and that is New Canaan. The Crazy Horns thought it was a good time to attack us while we were at war. The Yointa attack us, and like the Crazy Horns, they have good relations with New Canaan. New Canaan is losing ground, but we had to divert some of our forces, reducing our strength to deal with the initial attacks from Yointa and the Crazy Horns. One nation is defeated, but two remain, and they will face the full wrath of New Vegas. The Dead Horses declare war on us, perhaps seeing us as an encroaching threat. The mobile warfare focus is completed near the end of the tree, spawning two Vegas mobile divisions. The strength of the Nevada Pact faction will be tested, made up of the Desert Rangers and Vault City. The only concern I have with these Western operations is that the NCR may see it as a chance to attack. Our battle doctrine, automated warfare, is complete. We went with quality and then with direct control to finish it off. Before the fight with the Nevada Pact can begin, we had to deal with Lone Tree in the east. Lone Tree is made into a puppet, and so is the Tar Walkers that somehow managed to slip out of our control. The war with the Nevada Pact has ended. We are victorious as always, and we have a grand total now of 19 subjects throughout this playthrough. The Legion is dealing with problems in the south, and as a result, the borders with us are very weak, and we will be able to surge through once we declare a war. Human and robot forces loyal to Mr.House and New Vegas are surging through Kaiser's Legion territory and will soon meet up with the other nations fighting against the Legion. Lone Tree is lost to Heaven's Gate. I suppose with some sort of victory, they still are under new management. The conflict has ended. The Republic of Rio Grande just has sort of bits and pieces of territory all over the place, but it could be worse. The video is going to end here. If I learned anything from this playthrough, get a bunch of puppets to avoid confrontation with NCR and Kaiser's Legion. Check out the mod in the description. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications.